All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get this call started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of the leaders on this call right now. It's pretty cool to see. I see Avery Hansen, Devin Spurl, Dalton Hager, Justin Dorn, Michael Rasmussen. Guys, welcome to the Ambition Mentorship call. I'm really excited about this call, guys, specifically because, a lot of times when we hop on here, we get on and, we talk about, obviously how to grow, your mindset, your communication, your leadership skills, your network marketing skills. It's really, to get you pumped up. But today we're really going to dive into who you have to actually become to make 6-7 figures in this business, who you actually have to become in order to, become a professional, closer in sales. What are the things you got to do? What are the things you got to say? And how do you have to act on a day-to-day business? So I'm just very blessed, happy, and grateful to be a part of Team Ambition, guys. I've never seen so many leaders right now snap out of it and get into hyper focus. I've been talking to Joey Wilson and Alex Morton and a lot of other people, and we have some very, very big, things coming for specifically Team Ambition, guys. I've seen so many different teams over the years, that, say they got this and that, but the leadership on Team Ambition is unmatched, guys. This company is going to $1 billion company. If you were on the call last night, listening to all the different Chairman 750s, it's absolutely crazy, what it is that we're doing here in this space, guys. This is the first network marketing company where you do not have to recruit people in order to make money. Momentum is in the air, just like Devin Spurl just said. If you're brand new on Team Ambition, though, I want you to go ahead and drop a 1 inside the chat. Brand new in the last month or two, guys. Go ahead and drop a 1 inside the chat. Welcome if you are brand new. Like I was saying, this is an absolutely blessed team. God has his hands on this team, and we're going to probably 100+ chairman in the next year. That is what our goal is, because momentum is going to kick in like crazy starting now, guys. Momentum is a decision. That's what I learned from a Chairman 750 named Matt Rosa. Momentum is a decision. It's not when your, back office is going up in, numbers. It's not when you're hitting more ranks. Momentum is a decision that you make about your team. Every day when you wake up, are you going to say your team is in momentum, or are you going to say it's not in momentum? Whatever you think is what the truth is. That's really what it is, guys. And so, like I was saying, I'm just blessed, happy, and grateful. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to quickly go on. I'm going to try to quickly have this go on Facebook Live real quick. We did that on the last call. Just see if we can get that going here in 1 second. We have a special guest speaker, guys, which is my business partner, best friend, and mentor to a ton of people on Team Ambition and just in a lot of different areas in life. Jay Patnode, he's going to be speaking here in a little bit. But I think we got it going here on Facebook now, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get this call started. If you are new to Team Ambition, the way to get access to these calls is by, being a part of the Team Ambition Telegram, guys. There's a brand new one, Ambition Gang. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you're not in the Team Ambition Telegram, I highly suggest that you get in that Telegram right there, guys. It's going to help you stay focused, help you get the right information that you need. Because sometimes, you join this academy or whatever industry you're in, and, you might not be added to the groups that you actually need to be in. You might be added to a group with only 12 people in it, and you have absolutely no idea what's going on. So that right there is the rock. That is the group that holds Team Ambition together. That is the glue for the crew. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get this call started though. So the first thing I just want to kind of talk about, I'll dive right into it, is, obviously, you are in direct sales. That's what this is. This is direct sales. If you want to build the business, if you want to earn residual income and get paid every single Friday for the rest of your life, that means you're on this call. You want to be able to build an organization, guys. And, obviously it's optional. If you're brand new and you just want to trade, that's completely cool too. That's what's awesome about this company is, it's one of the first where you do not have to always, be out there recruiting people unless you want to earn a residual income check, guys. Residual income is beautiful because it replaces the money that gets yanked out of your bank account regardless, guys. If you have $2,000 in monthly expenses every month, think about how much your expenses are. replacing it with residual income is going to allow you to become actually financially free. Okay. And so as I go through this call, we are going to be kind of talking pretty general, because there are other people who are in other industries that may potentially be attending the call, guys. So first thing I want to dive into is, how to close a sale in whatever industry you're a part of. I'm a part of network marketing, obviously, so I'm going to kind of tailor it towards that. But this is something you can apply all over the industry, guys. Yeah, you can obviously do it just kind of like Alex Morton says. You can do it in insurance, regular sales. People do solar panel. You can do real estate. Sales is only a transfer of emotion. That's what sales is. If you have not taken out a notebook yet, I highly suggest you do, guys. Learning these skill sets is what's going to get you paid. Okay. I see people holding their notebooks up. I see you. Let's get it. Well, cool, guys. So if you have a notebook out, awesome. You only remember 5% of what it is that you're about to hear if you do not write this stuff down, guys. So in terms of actually closing the sale network marketing, one of the first things I learned in general when you, in this industry, when you want to actually, start closing sales, is understand that you're not closing the sale, you are launching a new business partner. What we're going to want to do together as a team is remove the word closing out of our vocabulary. We are not closing sales. This is something I really want to point out to you. Closing a sale is when you have someone join your organization or company or whatever it is, and it's a one-time sale. See, we're in network marketing where we're launching a new business partner relationship. We are launching a new, long-term, money-making agreement between each other, guys. When you're closing sales, they're only going to be in your business for 1 month. So you want to remove that, idea from your brain as fast as possible. I don't know if you've had, sales experience in the past, but you definitely want to, start assuming that, it's a launch and you're going to get the sale. So step number one with launching a sale network marketing is you want to have fun with it. You need to have fun. I remember when I first got started in doing sales in general, I worked at Pepsi. I was a sales manager there. I worked at a car wash doing sales. Obviously, this is involving sales. The first thing I had to learn how to do, because I was always scared, was have fun with it. That is the most important part. You're going to be doing it over and over and over. So why not have fun with the process, guys? Step two, fall in love with it. You're experienced with it. You want to fall in love with yourself. Convince yourself that you love to launch new people. Convince yourself you love to launch new people. You love the act of showing people what it is that we do and collecting a decision. You got to tell yourself this over and over and over, because here's the thing, you get good at the things you like doing. So if you like launching people, if you like doing, the sales presentation, you're going to get good at it. You got to like it though. You have to start falling in love with it, guys. Okay. And then step number three, you gotta show, your prospect who you're on the call with how you feel and how to feel. Okay, so when you hop on the call with them, they are reading you like a hawk. They're reading exactly how you're acting. They're reading how you look. They're reading what you say. You need to understand and tell them how they're supposed to feel based off your emotions, guys. Sales is all about emotions. It's 100% about emotions. People join based off emotion more than logic. 10% of your brain is logic and 90% is emotion, so there's certain things you want to ask people when they're on the call after you show them what it is that they do. If you want to tap into the emotional side of someone's brain, here's what you got to ask them after you tell them what we do, rather than saying, here's the worst thing you could say. This is the absolute worst thing you could say to someone after you show them the presentation. So what did you think? That is the worst thing you say. You know why? Because you're accessing the logical side of their brain. Like, what did I think? I'm thinking about it. Here's what I didn't like. They're going to tell you right away. What we want to do is access the emotional side of your brain, guys. The emotional side, how do you access that? Ask this question. So, so-and-so, Aaron, what did you like best? Right there, they're going to tell you what they like best. What you want to do is agree with them, keep it short, and then obviously go in for the launch, guys. And so that's the worst thing you could say is, so what did you think? You don't want to access the logical side. You want to access the emotional side. Stay positive, guys. Step number 5. That was step number 4. Step number 5 is assume the sale. You want to assume the sale. When you get on a call with someone, I remember when I was back at my mom's house back in the day, I was a Platinum 150, just got out of college. And that's, $150 a month. And I learned that I need to start assuming that every single person I'm getting on the call with is getting started. Every single person, I'm assuming it. When my parents be like, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to go launch someone. Yeah, I'm going to go get someone set up. Back in the day, I used to say, oh, I'm going to go show someone what we do. No, I'm going to get someone set up. I'm going to launch them into the business right now. I am assuming that this person is joining. You want to assume the sale, guys. And so here are the three, this is kind of a play off of step number 5, guys, assume the sale. This is the most often questions that someone across the call or, in the Starbucks or, wherever you are meeting them, this is what they're thinking right now. Okay. When you're showing them the opportunity, they're thinking these 3 things. They're wanting to themselves, does it work? Can I do it? And will you help me? That is 99% of the time what they're thinking. Does this work, what I'm seeing right now? You show them that your product and service works. Part of doing a sales presentation is showing them a demonstration of the product and service. That is 100% a part of it right there, guys. And then number 2, can I do it? You need to affirm to them. Someone said Matt Morris, 100%. You need to affirm to them though, you can do this. You can, if you're willing to go through, the products and services, if you're willing to attend these calls, if you're willing to stay close to the fire, you can do this. You need to hear that. Cole, you can do this. Alexander, you can do this. AJ, you can do this. Blake, you can do this, and when you're telling them that, they feel it. They feel it. It's step number 2, can I do it? Checked off. They're starting to believe it. And then the third one, will you help me? Excuse me. One of the most important things I learned throughout doing a sales presentation, guys, they want to know, are you going to be there for them? Are you going to be there for them? You need to tell them over and over, I will help you, whatever industry you're in, but, specifically ours, I'll help you obtain a free account. I will help you learn how to use the products and services. I will help you, become a success story. I will take you to the top of this industry. You need to let them know I will help you, because it makes them feel really, really good inside, guys. 1 second, real quick. And so step number 6, close early and close often. Obviously what we're doing is launching. We are launching people, but this pertains to sales in general. You could say launch early and launch often. When the presentation's over, go in for the launch right away. You do not want to waste time. See, I could tell you guys what my launch is, but at the end of the presentation, what a lot of people do, and the reason why a lot of people say no, if you experience that, is because most of the time you're continuing to try to sell them on this, vision and dream of whatever you're trying to, obviously show them after the presentation is already over. You're continuing to keep selling. You're selling. You keep going. And oh, did I mention this? And also there's this and that. You already went through the information. By now, they're educated and informed enough to make a decision. So going for the launch. Are you ready to get started? Hey, do you have any questions? Are you ready to get started? Hey, what was your favorite part? Awesome. I agree. That's my favorite part as well. Are you ready to get started? You want to go in, close early, close often, guys. And then last part, it's the passion that sells. There has been countless calls that when I'm doing a presentation with someone, just one-on-one, just me and them, and we'll kind of dive into what that's like in a little bit, but it's the passion that sells. People want to know and feel and hear and see, are you passionate? Do you actually care about what you're talking about, or are you just trying to make a quick buck off them? Great leaders have great passion. They express the passion on the call. They let them know, I am passionate about what I am telling you about right now, guys. They believe in what they sell. You have to believe in your product and service, whatever it is. You need to believe in it. You got to be passionate about it, because that is what is actually going to get someone to want to link arms and join you and follow you. People will follow you as long as you're excited and you know where you're going. That's it. Excited and you know where you're going. You got to get excited so they get excited. Emotion is what drives direction, guys. And so that's kind of my first part. The next one I want to kind of cover real quick is how to kind of present your business. How to present your business to someone. Yeah, sound and posture yourself. Exactly. So how to present your business to someone who is brand new, guys, someone who's on the call. First of all, I do this on every single call. I don't know about you, but this is what I've been doing for a long time, because I want to track, my progress. So you want to keep track of this like a business. I got notebooks galore, sticky notes galore, goals galore all over, because I treat this like a business, so it'll pay me like one. I'm not here to joke around. I'm sure you're not either, So first thing I do when I'm on a call is I'll go ahead and I will label, what call this is. Call number 1. Okay. This is back in September 21st of 2019. All right. You know, I put hundreds of calls through all these notebooks so I can show people, hey, it takes work, time, and dedication. But when you're on a call, guys, write their name down. Okay. So this is the first thing you want to do, right? Write which call it is, call number one, whatever, and their name. Keep track of it. You know, their full name. You're going to want to write down their age. Ask them what their age is. You know, if they're 45 years old and you're 18 years old, have some posture, you know, be confident they can read that, you know, but they're there to listen and learn from you. Okay. Remember that. So write their name down, their age, you know, ask them what they do for a living. What city are you in? You know, what do you do for a living? You know, you're building rapport with them right now. And if you don't know what rapport is, that's small talk in the beginning of a presentation. You know, you're getting to know them, but the trick to that is always keep it positive. Never hop on a call with someone. You're going to show them an opportunity and be like, man, you know, because you just don't know what to say. It's so rainy out right now. It's cloudy. God, and this snow is just crazy right now. You know, you don't want to pertain to anything negative because that sets the tone for the call. You want to be positive. They're going to be like, you know, hey, how's it going right in the beginning? Dude, I feel great today, man. I've been having an excellent day. I woke up on the right side of the bed and I'm just feeling really good. How about you? You know, and they're going to be like, sheesh, you know, this person's positive. So keep it positive. And then in our business, you know, what I do is I ask them, have you traded before? Do you invest at all? What do you do? You know, and most people say, no, I haven't, because 99% of people don't. What I say is, you know, that's completely fine. Of course, you know, you don't have to have done anything, but why are you on this call right now? Like, why are you interested in trading? I want to know. Keep in mind, I'm writing all this stuff down. Why are you on this call right now? You know, what made you interested in trading? Here's some of the things they're going to say. They're going to say, I want to learn how to make money off my phone. I want to make money online. I just want to get into investing. I want to learn about it. You know, you want to figure out what the reason is they're on this call. And then here's the most important part in the beginning. You want to ask them, okay, so listen, John, you are 28 years old right now. In 5 years, you're going to be 33 years old. Okay. When you're 33 years old in 5 years, so have as much imagination as you want. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself when you're 33 years old with no limitations? I'm talking about you can have anything you want. Where do you see yourself when you're 33 years old? All right, let your mind go wild, go. And most people have never been asked that in their entire life. They're like, 5 years. I was thinking about what I'm going to eat for lunch tomorrow. People aren't thinking ahead in the future. They don't know where they're going. So you got to get them thinking about it. Let's see. I want financial freedom. This is what John's saying. I want to have a family. I want to live in Miami rather than Minnesota. I want to, you know, not have a boss. I don't want to have a job. I want to make money off my phone. I want to have my own business. You know, you're figuring out where they see themselves in the future. I want to retire my parents. And as they're saying all this, you're jotting it all down because you're figuring out what their why is. Exactly. You know, what do they want? You got to figure out what they want so you can provide a solution to them to solve what it is that they want. It's very simple, guys. If you can figure out what they want, you provide a solution for them. Hey, here's my solution for you to solve that problem. You want to quit your job? How much money do you need to make, you know, on a monthly basis to quit it? You know, you want to figure out what or where they see themselves in 5 years, guys. It's one of the most important things that I've ever done on a call is keep track in the beginning of who they are, their occupation, their age, have they traded before, you know, why are they interested in this and where do they see themselves in 5 years? Super important to do that, guys. At the end of the call, guys, another thing that really helps me, you know, be able to launch someone successfully and consistently is by qualifying them. You know, I qualify people into the business every single time. I ask them these questions, you know, it's 3 questions. It's called a 3-step launch. Okay. And it works very well. If you can learn this 3-step launch, you'll have a very much higher, you know, conversion rate, which is the percentage of people who are actually joining, guys. And so, you know, for an example, when the call ends, I'm like, all right, so you have any questions? And they're like, oh, no, not right now, you know, and I cut them off. I'm like, okay, that's completely fine. Obviously, you'll have some in the future, okay? But I got some questions for you if that's cool. And they say, all right, I would take notes on this, guys. Question number 1, what did you like best? And, you know, they tell me, you know, I liked the trading part. I like the academy. I like, you know, I like whatever the product and service is. You know, I really like that it's team-based, you know, and then you tell them, hey, listen, that is my favorite part too. And that's why I've been doing this for X amount of time. Okay. So I completely feel you on that. Agree with them. Keep it short. Here's the second part. This is one where you want to have posture and you want to be confident and you want to say it like this. Okay. So listen, these next couple questions I got for you, they're a little bit more different, okay? But, you know, I just got to make sure you actually qualify to do this, all right? I know that sounds weird, but this is very important, all right? In their head, you just did an entire sales presentation to them. They're sitting there like, qualify? You want to qualify me? Yes, that's exactly how you want to say it, guys. So here's the first question, okay? When you start trading, when you start doing this position, when you start doing whatever, you're speaking it into existence. You're going to do this. When you start trading, would you be disciplined enough to actually go through the academy and learn how to trade, not just copy and paste the traders? These questions are designed for them to say yes. They're going to say, yeah, of course I'm going to go through the academy, right? You say, awesome. Listen, if you're willing to go through the academy, that means you can be successful at trading. You remember those 3 questions? You know, does it work? Can I do it? And will you help me? Can I do it? You can be successful at trading if you go through the academy. The next question I got, when you start trading, if you ever have anyone interested, I'm talking friends, family, coworkers, significant others, your parents, whatever the case may be, would you be disciplined enough to not try to freestyle explain this at all, but rather just throw them in a group message with me and I'll explain everything to them for you? They're in their head, they're like, will you help me? And they're like, yeah, of course, I would love to do that. I could never explain this, right? How many times have you heard that? Someone's like, I could never explain this. And then they know it in 30 days. You say, awesome. If you're willing to let me help you, I can help you crush a free account right away or help you obviously earn a lot of residual income. So this is the third question, right? Or this is the third thing you say to them. So based off, you know, the things you told me in the beginning, your 5-year vision, you want to be financially free. You want to be able to live in Miami. You want to, you know, retire your parents. You want to, you know, be able to have a family and, you know, you're willing to do those things I asked. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. I would love to trade with you. You know, I think you would take this very serious and that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are ready to dominate this. So I'm excited for you. I hope you're excited as well. Is this something you want to pursue? And then they 9 times out of 10, they're so fired up right now. They're so juiced up. You just congratulated them to the team. They're like, yeah, this is what I want to pursue. And I'm like, awesome, awesome. I slow them down right there. I'm like, okay, listen. So just in general, you know, I got to send you just an email with just some of the stuff we went over on this call. Is that cool with you? They say, yeah. I send them the email that has, you know, the referral link in it and I get them started. You know, I say, all right, go ahead and click on this link. Let's get you going. You know, guys, that's called a 3-step launch right there. So, you know, it's really important to keep track of what your prospects' wants and needs are. That is something that will change the game for you. Third thing, and then I'll be wrapping it up pretty quick here, guys. You want to become the mentor that you want help from. You know, whoever you study, you know, whether it's Matt Morris, Jason Brown, Eric Worre, Jim Rohn, Joey Wilson, whoever the case is, you know, you want to become them. You want to become them. One of my, you know, biggest mentors that I followed for a long, long time is Alex Morton. And so what I did is I started to try to, you know, act like them, talk like them, and, you know, literally be them. Because if you do what they do, say what they say, and act how they act, you will literally have what they have. You have to completely replicate it, guys. And so, you know, if they're doing presentations, you got to learn how to do the presentation. Straight up. The person with the clicker gets paid quicker. The person in the front of the room tends to make the most money. That's how it works in any industry, guys. You got to learn that presentation, get in there and get dirty, fall on your face, start bleeding, you know, get punched around and learn how to do this thing. You know, the faster you learn it, the more the income will come in, guys. What kind of leader are they? Are they leading with integrity? Are they positive to everyone? Do they never say anything negative? You want to only say the things that they literally say. You don't want to have to go above and beyond. You want to repeat exactly what it is that they have to say, word for word. You know, be the type of leader that they are if they have the results you want. You know, don't just act like anyone, only the people who have the results you want. If someone's making 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month, 7 figures a month, you want to act exactly how they are, guys. Here's a really important one. Start taking as much action for yourself as possible. You know, if you want to set up an event in your city, set it up. You gotta, the best things in life are on the other side of fear. If you're scared, do it. You got to go do it. That's how you will achieve the results you're looking for. You got to set it up. You got to be the person to take action. You know, if you want to do leadership for your calls, you get it going. You know, you set up the presentation, you set up, you know, the time where, you know, the whole team's going to meet up. You set up the barbecue that the whole team gets to attend, guys. You know, you got to be the CEO. Because again, in the end of the day, you're an independent business owner. You own your business. You are an entrepreneur. You got to take the action. You know, success loves speed. That's a good one right there. I'm going to tell you guys a quick kind of analogy. Okay, this is one thing I really heard. Part of being a leader is, being focused. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit something about being focused right now. Okay, one of my mentors back in the day told me, he was like, okay, so listen, imagine right now there's a dot on the wall. Okay, so whatever wall's in your room, there's a dot on the wall, and you're instructed to stare at the dot as long as you can. You stare at that dot as long as you can, and you do not look away from the dot. Obviously you start staring at the dot, then, you start staring at it, you're looking at it, you're not looking away. But after, a few minutes or so, 10 minutes or so, your eyes are going to naturally start to just, kind of go away from the dot. The secret to focus is who can snap back to the dot the fastest, who can get back to focus the quickest. That's the whole secret to all of this, guys. How focused can you stay every single day? And so that's part one. How focused can you stay? How long can you stare at the dot? And how quick can you catch yourself not looking at the dot? That builds discipline. That keeps you focused. The daily goals is what the dot is. Messaging 10 people a day, following up with your team, messaging your leaders, doing presentations, showing the plan. That's what staring at the dot is. But then, if you want to build a massive organization, you want to get your team to stare at the dot as long as they can, and always look back at it as quick as they can. That's the whole trick to this. Your whole team needs to be focused. They need to be focused in on what it is that your goals are on a day-to-day basis. All network marketing is, guys, it's really simple. This is the definition from Eric Worre. It's when you can get a large group of people to do a few small tasks every single day. That's it. Very simple. Getting a large group of people to do a few small tasks every single day. The daily goal is the chairman, message 10 people a day, personal development, following up with people, messaging your team, promoting events, attending leadership calls. If you can get your team to do this every single day, you will build a massive organization over time. I promise. There is no secrets to this. There's no special sauce. It's keeping your team focused. Joey Wilson is mine and Jay's, one of our #1 mentors. And he taught us another analogy called the shopping mall analogy. Right now, I want you to drop a 3 in the chat if you're gaining some value from this right now, guys. If you're able to, be learning right now, if you're actually, taking in this information, you're going to apply it and go out and kill it this weekend, guys. Drop a 3 in the chat. These are things that were pivotal changes in our career. It absolutely changed everything when we got focused like this, and we were staring at that dot on the wall, guys. So right here, this is called being the shopping mall. Okay. The shopping mall never leaves. The shopping mall usually never closes. The shopping mall sits put. But what's inside the shopping mall, right? Tons of stores. And how often do stores come in and out? How often do stores change? People are coming in, stores are coming in, they're moving, they're switching, they're closing down. Stores are always coming in and out. But who makes the most money? The shopping mall. What you got to do if you want to win in this business is you have to become the shopping mall. You can't go anywhere. You got to sit right there, and people are going to come into your business. People are going to quit. People are going to join. You're excited. People leave. You're mad. You can't become emotionally connected to people joining or leaving. You just got to be the shopping mall. If you stay put and you do what you know you got to do, I promise you, you will have success in this. You just need to do what you have to do behind closed doors. That's what it really comes down to. It's people are going to come in. They're going to give it, a half-ass effort, and they're going to be gone in the wind. And it's going to take a lot of people to get, find, the people you actually need in your business. I got like probably 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to be passing this over, guys. The last thing I'm going to cover is just your belief system. Okay. This one was probably the most important thing that I ever had to learn, guys. Okay. Your belief system is, what your results are. Okay. And so here's a law. This is called the law of consistency and commitment. Okay, I would write this down, the law of consistency and commitment. And a lot of people know about this, but you might not have heard of the law, but the law of consistency and commitment states, we will be committed to remaining who we are. That's what it states. The law of consistency and commitment states we will be committed to who we are. And so remaining to who we are. And so for an example, if you're out of shape in your head, you usually don't work out. You probably are, out of shape. It's who you believe you are. That's what this comes down to, guys. Your current results are in line with your current identity. And so this is a deeper level of thinking right now. Okay. This is game breaking if you can understand this. Okay. So your current results equal your current identity. All right. And so for an example, if your natural motivation is low and it's not there, why is it like that? It's because your your subconscious is telling you to stay where you are. We will be committed to remaining who we are. If you have low natural motivation, it's because your current identity is saying, hey, we don't got to do anything. We have nothing to change. We don't got to be anyone else. We are who we are right now. That's it. That's why you have no motivation. You got to change who you are inside of your head, guys. And so here's an example of money. If you have the current identity of hundreds of thousands of or if you have the current identity that you're the type of person who makes hundreds of thousands a year, you're going to have a bunch of natural motivation start kicking in if you're not making that money, guys. You got to be the type of person who makes that money naturally. So if you grew up poor, for an example, you most likely have been at low paying jobs your entire life. Your friends and your family probably have been at low paying jobs their entire life. And so in your head, you're comfortable with your identity, you're comfortable with your surroundings, and it doesn't really alert you and alarm you. But what you want to do is your belief system. If your current identity is, I'm broke, I'm unmotivated, I'm not a leader, I can't be a top earner in this, what you have to do is rewire your identity. This is the trick right here. You got to rewire your identity. Okay. And so, your current identity, you need to stop saying negatives, nothing negative. You can't say anything negative about you, your business partners. You can't say nothing negative at all. You have to affirm what you want. You have to affirm what you want. I want to become a chairman 10 inside of I Am Mastery Academy. I want to become a leader that has, thousands of people in their organization, and you're changing lives all over the world. You can't sabotage yourself. If you're saying, I can't do this, I can't reach that goal, I don't know if I can, you're sabotaging yourself, because whatever you believe is the truth, guys. Your awareness needs to be risen. You need to be aware about what you're saying. You need to be aware about what you're saying. How are you sabotaging yourself? And you got to prevent that. You got to start doing affirmations every single day. And so what it really comes down to, I'm about to pass this over, guys, is you need to start becoming the person that you want to be. If you want to become a chairman, if you want to become a 6-figure sales rep, if you want to become, a 7-figure earner, whatever the case may be, you need to start rewiring your brain to that's who you actually are. You need to be that person right now. So remember, act how they act, do what they do, say what they say. Start thinking to yourself, I am a, $10,000 a month earner. I am a platinum 5,000, I am a top sales rep or earner inside my company. You need to tell yourself this every single day until it becomes true. Every single day, guys. And so that's kind of what I just wanted to cover real quick. I'm going to be going ahead and passing this over now to, one of my best friends. He absolutely dominates his business, and it's because he's coachable and teachable. He has done plenty of different sales jobs, door-to-door sales, tons of stuff like that. But one of the best things about him is his heart for people. He cares about people. People don't care until they know you care. And this guy just makes a big impact on a lot of people around the world. And I'm just blessed to be able to, be in business with him and, be around him every single day, guys. So I'm going to, with no further ado, I'm going to be passing it over to Jay Patnode. Drop some sevens in the chat for Jay Patnode, baby. Let's get it.
Appreciate that, my brother. It's always a pleasure. This business in itself is a pleasure. It's honestly amazing to do, but it's even better when you can do it with, your best friend and somebody that you call family. So it is truly a blessing to be on this journey with you, my boy. And you just absolutely killed it. So everybody, if you've been taking notes so far, you definitely got some damn fire from Mr. Josh Amundson himself. He's been killing it all night and for the last 3 years, and I can't wait to see where this goes, and I can't wait to see who is all with us as the journey keeps going, because I know where we're going straight to the top. 750 or bust. That's just how I look at it. So to see who's going to be there up there with us, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome to look back on the ups and downs and lefts and rights and the kinks and the funds and the trips and the vacation and all of that. So it's going to be awesome. But let me go ahead and jump into the information. I know you guys have been patiently listening all night, so I'll go ahead and tell you what I personally have to say. So if you're looking at this, whether you are in network marketing, sales, whatever it is, leadership, real estate, if you want to achieve 6-7 figures, there's a couple things that you're going to have to understand. The first one is, a lot of times people always ask They always overthink and say, okay, maybe I'll start next week. Maybe I'll start doing stuff, in a month, a year. I think on it. And this is what prospects do all the time. They say, I'll think about it. I mean, in reality, you should know right away if you're ready or not. So there's nothing to think on. There'll never be a more perfect time to do something than right now in the present time. It is that simple. You waiting a week to start actually being motivated and messaging people and listening to audios, or I'll wait till next week to get on these type of calls. What's that going to do? It's only going to prolong your success, and you're going to miss out on this information. We do these calls every single week, and there's people that don't get on them and they miss that week's information. We might not repeat that same information for months, because we try to keep it new. We try to keep it fresh. We try to bring, stuff around. Obviously, there's new people in the business coming in all the time, but we like to keep it new. So if you miss these calls, you're missing out on free game. I talked about it last week. This is all free game. We do this out of the bottom of our heart because we want people to succeed. There's people on here that aren't even our team. There's people on here that aren't even in our business, in IM. There's people in here that do different things, but we want to give this value so everybody can have success. Because at the end of the day, you give blessings, you shall receive blessings. It is that simple. But let me go ahead and just jump into it. If you do want to make massive, massive amounts of money in any of these fields, you have to ask yourself 5 questions. You have to ask yourself 5 questions and ask it regularly. The very first one, and we talk about this all the time, but there is no people on the call, and I don't think some people understand this to the T enough. You have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? We talk about it all the time, but I don't think some people actually hear us. You want to know why? Because there is people that still quit. They tell me their why is because they want to pay for their parents' medical bills or whatever it is, and then they still quit. What happened to the bills? They're still there, but you aren't. It's simple. So tell me what your why is, not just, and don't just have it be just money. What do you want the money for? What do you need the money for? What do you need the money for? Have something that is a deeper why. What is the actual reason why you need to go get it? Who can you help? What is it that you need to do? For me personally, my mom, she was a single mother. We grew up in poverty. So my whole entire life, the goal was to give all that back to what she gave to me. She worked her ass off to make sure I had a good life. So now it's my turn to return the favor. It's that simple. That was my why. So that's why I've never quit, because I wasn't going to be able to retire her or, just even help her and let her live an awesome, second half of her life with just an average job. It's that simple, because I wanted to give that back. So I knew what my why is. So even at the darkest times, I never quit. So that's the very first one. Find your why and don't have it just be some BS reason. Write it down. Keep it close to you. Mine is my screensaver. It's her. It's that simple. So keep that next to you. So that's the very first one. Find your why. Why am I doing this? The second one is, what is your IQ level? The second one is, what is your IQ level? Not how smart you are, not how intelligent you are, but what is your I quit level? What is it that would make you quit this business? You have to ask yourself that. For me personally, when I first got started, it might have been like maybe like I was too busy or whatever it was. But then I realized that nothing would make me quit this business, because I referred back to number one. It's that simple. Why am I doing this? If your why is strong enough, if your why is truly deep enough, your IQ level is, you'll never quit. It's that simple. It'll be so high that you'll never, ever be able to reach it. So second one, find your IQ level, your I quit level. Write the things that would make you go ahead and quit, and then refer back to number one. Every single time you think about it, if you ever reach that I quit level, refer back to number one. So number three, who do I need to talk to get closer to my goals? This is a massive one. Me and Josh preach this all the time, staying close to the fire, staying close to your mentors, being around people that are actually going to push you towards your goals and not subtract from your life, add from your life, not subtract from your life. Whether it be, a mentor or a prospect or a best friend. I have friends that aren't in the business, but they still, give love, they give praise, they motivate me to go ahead and do things. Those are the type of people you want to be around. There's a reason why me and Josh live together. We're business partners, but we also are able to hold each other accountable. We know what each other do on a day-to-day basis. We know if we're napping midday. We know if we're going out and not taking care of where we got to go. We know it's very transparent. There's a reason why. So, who do you need to, get closer with or talk to get closer to your goals? Who do you need to talk to get closer to your goals? And the thing is sometimes we just spend so much time with, friends or prospects that, we're spending, hours and hours with, that we need to be spending 10 minutes with. There's certain friends of mine, they call me during the weekday and I just cannot talk to them for long periods of time. I can give them 5-10 minutes. because I know they're not going to raise my level of vibrations. They're not going to raise my belief. They're not going to help me mentally in my business or in my life or even with my happiness. You know, some of you guys spend way too much time, 9, 10, 11 hours a week with people you should spend 10 minutes. And some of you guys spend 10 minutes with people that you should be spending, 10, 11 hours with, whether that be a mentor. You should talk to your mentors. You should be messaging. You should be calling them more often. And that's in any field. It is that simple. You need to learn. You need to get the knowledge. You need to find a way to get closer to your goals. That's number 3. Who do I need to talk to get closer to my goals? And the fourth one, and this is very, very big. This is very, very big. Whatever your goals are, whatever you're shooting for, whatever it is in life that you want, you have to understand one thing. This is a big one for me, is who is counting on me to do these things? Who is counting on me to be successful? You have to really ask yourself, who is it that needs you to make it to the top? Write these down. And I hope you guys are already writing them down, but write these down. Who is it that is counting on you to be successful in these things? Because a lot of people don't understand the average person doesn't have more than $2,500 in a savings account, let alone an emergency fund or anything like that. And that was definitely me before I started this business. I had about $400 to my name. It was that simple, but I made a decision to go all in. I made a decision to say, F it. I was going to go ahead and spend that money on whatever, whether it be the bars or clothes or whatever it is, because I'm a big fan of, clothes and shoes and things like that. I knew I was going to spend on whatever. So why not put it towards this? So you need to understand who is counting on you to have this massive amount of success or just, make this level of income. Who is counting on you to be great? And it can be the people around you that are in this business, the family members or the friends that you want to take care of. Or it could just be even people that are on your team. If you're a leader, in which I consider everybody on this call, because you're taking that step towards it. If you're a leader, who is counting on you? I can't take time off because I know there's a whole entire team counting. There's a whole entire team counting on Josh and I. It's that simple. So your team is counting on you. Who is counting on you to do these things? Who is counting on you to be great? And that can be somebody in your why. That can be whatever it is. But I know in my life, there's people waiting for the J. Patnode scholarship. There's people that are waiting for me to have success so I can take care of them. Whether it's right or wrong, they know that I'm going to help them when I get to that level. So there's people that are counting on me that I want to and I need to give things to and help them out in their life. So number 4, who is counting on me to do these things? Who is counting on me to be great? And then number 5, what am I willing to sacrifice today to bring me closer to my goals? What are you willing to sacrifice today to bring yourself closer to your goals? And this is massive because there is no action without a reaction. Every single thing that you do has a consequence or has, an effect that comes right after. If you decide to say, F it, I'm going to watch Netflix instead of getting on one of these leadership calls, you just missed out on information. There's a reaction that'll come. Maybe there's something that would have clicked with you, that would have raised your level of belief, or maybe it was just a small tweak that you needed to make in your business. You needed to hear that night, but you didn't, and you missed the call. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's some type of, thing that you're telling yourself on why you can't make it to Houston, Texas in November, to the I Am company-wide event. There's things that you're telling. There might be something. And I know for a fact there is something. There's something that we all need to hear there. Even it's that simple. If you go ahead and understand that you have to make sacrifices in order to get to where you want to go, the money's not just going to fall in your lap. You're not just going to become a master trader because you get on a go live call and copy trades. If you don't go through the academy, what do you expect to learn? You can only learn so much without actually understanding the basics. Same thing with sales. If you're not getting the proper teaching, if you're not understanding, if you're not taking that time to get better, just not going to get better. They're really, at the end of the day, success, you have to be willing to give up. A lot of times a lot, but it is worth it at the end of the day. And I can promise you that as far as, the success that I had so far, mentors that have told me that have had way more success than me, they have sacrificed something. Do you need to sacrifice a night out party? If you love to party, do you need to take time off? Do you need to say, you watch Netflix after, say you have a full-time job or you're in school and you want to unwind and watch Netflix for 2-3 hours at the end of the night. You can't take an hour or 2 off and only watch 1 hour. to build your business, to learn something that can potentially change your entire life? Now tell me that if you're willing to make a sacrifice to live a better life in the next 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 years, if you're willing to make a sacrifice, if you want everything that this world has to offer, the vacations, the clothes that you dream of, the cars, everything that you can possibly imagine. Let me see some ones in the chat. If you're willing to give up something today to be better tomorrow, let me see some ones in the chat. So I like to see. Now, the thing is, I see a lot of ones. I love that. But will you actually make that sacrifice? You know, sacrifice now. So in 10, 20 years, you can live a life that you are destined to be. You know, we were all born to be able to experience the luxuries that life have. The only difference is the people that give up the stuff today and get to have it tomorrow, they're doing it. It is that plain and simple. So those are the 5 questions. Then I'll run it back real quick. The 5 questions that you need to ask yourself. The very first one will be, you know, why am I doing this? What is your why? You know, the deeper meaning, not just money. 2, what is your IQ level? Not your intelligence level, your I quit level. 3, who do I need to talk to get closer to my goals? Who do you need to talk to? 4, who is counting on me to do these things, to be great? 5, what am I willing to sacrifice today to bring me closer to my goal? And those are the 5 questions you need to ask yourself. And I'm going to leave you guys off with a little something else. One of them being, if you really want to have massive success, if you want to become a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figure earner, you need to get bold. Bold. You need to put yourself out there. There is not a person in the world that has massive success that didn't take a risk or wasn't bold, wasn't, you know, able to put themselves out there and actually go for it. Be bold. If you look at anybody in the world, I promise you, don't be afraid to talk to that stranger about what you do, this new trading venture that you got yourself into, or this new sales venture that you got into, this product that you have. If you're selling, don't be afraid to talk about the product. Talk about how amazing it is. What's the worst they're going to say? They don't want to hear about it. Okay, that's cool. You can keep it pushing and move on to the next conversation. So get bold. If people don't know that you're in the industry that you're in, if people don't know about the product that you have, whether it is with us with trading, or if you're in sales and you're selling, you know, blue ribbons or Polaroid cameras, whatever, if people don't know that you push these things, that you're an advocate, that you're an affiliate of these things, that's your loss, because you missed out. Because I promise you, if you don't get bold, somebody else will. If you don't tell your friends about this opportunity, somebody else will. I promise you, it'll be me. I will find my way, some shape or form, because I am not quiet when it comes to these things. I will post on social media. Everybody that knows me knows exactly what I do. And if I meet a stranger, they're going to know exactly what I do within the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to ask them, what do you do for a living? Just so I can have the response of, what do you do for a living? That is one of the easiest ways to engage somebody and bring up what you do. And you should write this down. If you're hanging out, new setting, or meeting people, bar, gym, vacation, whatever it is, if you want them to know about what you do, just make small talk and say, well, what do you do for a living? Like, you know, what do you do? Where do you live? What do you do? They'll go ahead and say it. And then in return, out of courtesy or whatever it is, just human nature, they'll ask you, what do you do? And in return, you can tell them, oh, I day trade. Or if it isn't your full-time thing, you can say, I do this, and I also am a day trader. Oh, you're a day trader. What? Now you got it. Simple and plain. It is that simple. These are the little things that you can do to bring yourself more traffic, more prospects, more sales. If sales is your thing, it is that simple. So get bold, eliminate fear, because there's no point to have fear. Because if you really want to have success, the worst thing in the world is to live a life of regret. And that's all I really have to say. The worst thing in the world is to live a life of regret. So instead of being fearful now, be fearful of if you don't say, if you don't talk to that person, if you don't reach out to that person, be fearful about that. Be fearful of living a life unfulfilled, because that's what I am. I went all in because I didn't want to look back and say, damn, all these people that I just started with or that got in at the same time as me, I quit and everybody else is having success. Somebody went ahead and hit chairman. There's people that started with me the same time frame. They all quit. A lot of them, like 90% of them probably all quit. And then they look back and they're like, I know. They tell me, they say, what they tell me when I see them, they say, yeah, I'm happy that you're having success with that. It just wasn't for me. Was it not really? Was it not really? Was it wasn't for you, or were you not willing to put in the work? Because this is for everybody. It is that simple. This is for everybody. But what work are you going to put in? Because that will determine at the end of the day what you are going to get out. So get bold. Understand you need to do the things that you need to do to take yourself to the next level. There is no action without a reaction. So what are you willing to give up today to live the life that you've always dreamed of tomorrow? So that's what I want to say. But I also had a couple, like, last thing I want to say is, if you have not got your, and I hope you guys all got a lot of value from what we just said. Josh just put up on the screen. If you have not got your ticket to Houston, Texas, go to iamacademy.events and get it. I am telling you, you won't want to miss out on this, because all the value in the world. If you truly want to hit chairman, don't tell me that you want to hit chairman, that you want to have massive success, even trading. They talk about trading there as well. If you want to take your game to the next level, if you want to take your skills to the next level, you will be there, and I will see you there. And we will do things together. Obviously, as a group, we always do stuff when we're all in the same area and whatnot. Come out, meet the people. We do so much Zoom stuff that it is that we a lot of times we don't get to have that one-on-one or just that interperson connection. Come down, meet the team, meet Josh and I, meet Joey Wilson, meet the leaders. Come and do that and change your entire life. We've probably talked about it if you're new on the call. Me and Josh went to our first event. I think we were like a month or two into the business. We just said, F it. I ain't have the money, I'll tell you that. But we just sent it, because at the end of the day, like I said, you want to scroll back down, Josh, to the price. You're going to spend that $200 regardless. It's that simple. You're going to spend that $200 regardless. So if you've bought a ticket already, let me see some ones in the chat. Let me see some ones in the chat real quick. If you've already got your ticket so far, I'll put a 1 in the chat, because I got mine the first day it came out. And if you haven't got your ticket yet, let me see some ones in the chat. If you haven't got your ticket yet, if I'm going to see you there, let me see some ones in the chat. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope to, see you guys all there, because at the end of the day, if you really want it that bad, you'll do exactly what it takes. So I don't know if Josh has to say anything, but if not, I love you guys all. I live for these. Josh and I, we live for these. We love to give you guys value. Feel free to reach out to us on our Instagrams. Mine is just at @Patnode. His is just at Josh Amundson, our full names. Very simple. If you ever need help, if you ever need, any guidance, if you ever want just, mentorship from us, ask and you shall receive, because closed mouths don't get fed. We don't know if you need help unless you ask. I don't care if you're on our team. I don't care if you're even in network marketing. If you want some type of leadership help or leadership training or whatever it is, make sure you give us a ring or a text. But the easiest way to reach us is on Instagram. So with that being said, love you guys. Have a fantastic night, and let's get it.